¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Estamos de nuevo en mi biblioteca de Steam y hoy os traigo Quantum Conundrum, un juego que es de Square, que yo no sé, pero tiene pinta de ser de los primeros juegos que sacó Square. Bueno, los primeros quizá no. Ah, mira, no, hostia, del 2012, chaval. Pues es bastante nuevo, a 5 años, pero vamos. No sé, yo no había oído hablar en mi vida de este juego, pero bueno. A ver, tengo que decir dos cosas. Una, el otro día, o sea, antes del vídeo del Race Room Racing este que subí, me salté uno que se llama Ravensward Shadowlands, que no me lo cogía el OBS, no pude grabarlo. Y lo mismo me ha pasado ahora con uno que se llama Race 07, pero vamos, básicamente es otro juego de carreras del 2007, así que podéis imaginaros cómo sería ese juego, ¿no? Ni lo probé, o sea, entré, vi que no me lo guardaba, no me lo cogía el OBS, igual que no con el otro, y directamente pasé. Así que, bueno, aquí estamos con el Quantum Conundrum. Hemos llegado a la Q, chavales. Vamos avanzando. Y nada más, vamos a darle a esto, a ver qué tal. Vamos a darle a la partida. Cargando dimensiones.
Once upon a time. That's how these things usually start, yes? A sister took pity on her brilliant, prolific, and incredible brother. She had somehow gotten it in her head that he might be lonely, or at least that's what she claims. And so, on a perfectly fine, productive Friday afternoon, the sister picked up her son from the Elwood Academy for Boys and dropped the aggravating child off on the brother's doorstep. Now the boy, had visited Quadrangle Manor on a few occasions. Each time was complete with a grand entrance from the brother, who was in fact a professor and inventor with a profound and soaring intellect. With each visit, the inventions he exhibited became more slick and cutting edge. The boy eagerly awaited the revealing of the professor's latest contrivance, but this, the most captivating of visits, started a bit differently. Well, let's see here. If I configure the transdimensional velocity regulator at approximately 0.887 microseconds past the... Oh, you're here? I have the most incredible invention to show you this visit. Unfortunately, I'm a bit... indisposed at the moment. If you take your luggage into the foyer, I will join you as soon as I can. Oh, you confounded machine.
Luego de entender esto.
What
¿Dónde
was
tengo que dejar
that?
esto? Señor, ¿dónde dejo la mochila esta, la maleta esta?
Oh, good. There should be a safety release for the door up there somewhere. Now, where on earth did I put that?
¿Está abierto?
Oh, yes, I'd forgotten. You're not particularly tall, are
Si
you?
cojo esto...
You should be able to use your luggage to give you an extra boost.
Es...
Wait a minute. Something isn't quite right here. Oh, no, 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 no! Ah!
¿Qué te pasan, Hostia, ¿qué ha pasado? What? ¿Qué cojones? Viene el poltergeist. Mi maleta.
Wait, what just happened? I'm not
I don't know.
entirely sure where I am
I
right
don't
now.
know.
The security uplink on my watch still seems to work, so I can see you and... Hello? You can hear me, right? Jump around a bit if you can. Ah! It seems as if I can still tap into the intercom system. Well, I most certainly can do better than this. Testing, 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 testing. Testing!
There.
Que sí, hombre.
Much better. Now, what in the world are you doing here? Were you supposed to be here today? No matter. Well, judging from the current underwhelming amount of light in this room, we're still on backup power. My head is killing me. It seems as though I now possess a rather
¿cómo
large
te enrollas, no, loco?
A bump on the head, Do me and yourself a favor and head to the front hall. There's a way to restart the power grid.
Vale. ¿Dónde? ¿Tengo que ir? Coño. Sala principal, pero ¿cuál es la sala principal? ¿Aquí puedo pasar? No. 3. V. ¿Será esto? Ah, sí, mira.
Last I remember, I was in the new technology sector, and then... I don't know.
Voy tirando.
If you head over to my office
guardado.
over on the left, you should be able to restart the manor's power grid.
Arriba a la izquierda. Allá. Aquí no hay nada. ¿Será esto? No. Ha hecho arriba a la izquierda, ¿verdad?
I believe I told you to go to the office.
¿Pero dónde está la oficina? Come mierda. Ha hecho arriba a la izquierda, ¿no? Aquí no hay nada, tío. ¿Y esto? Fuck. A ver, tío.
Could you perhaps, I don't know, go
Qué
to
más
the office?
pesado, loco.
Throw that switch there. It should be the one.
No, tío, me ha hecho arriba a la izquierda.
Well, that wasn't as effective as I'd hoped. You'll have to reactivate the generators in each sector in order... Lockdown. Just take the glove in the box with you. I wish you could see my facial expression right now, as I am not pleased. What you are holding is an early prototype of the interdimensional shift device, or IDS device for short. It's one piece of my latest invention that should come in handy. Get it? You know, because it's a glove.
Hostia. El humor. El humor. ¿Dónde tengo que ir? Vale, pues muy bien.
If you can access the generator at the back of each wing, we might be able to lift the lockdown on the rest of the house. It seems as if the breaker did unlock the blue wing. Well, I suppose you should start there first.
¿Cuál es el relajo? ¿Es esto? Supongo que sí.
There's something I must tell you. My latest invention has required me to make a few adjustments to the house since the last time you barged in. I mean, visited. Now, one of the topics that our family has been studying for several generations are rifts, existing between various dimensions. I've been able to develop a power source that will channel enough energy into one of these dimensional rifts that it can be widened enough to travel through. The glove controls the power source, which allows you to travel to whichever dimension has rifts in the area. You won't have control over the ability to switch dimensions yet. Just be patient. This door is using one of my inventions, the repetitive, periodic, articulating gruidae. Or a drinking bird, except it's far more advanced.
¿En serio? Me lo llevo. Puto amo, ¿eh? ¿Has visto? Soy un mago.
Well, because your glove is an early prototype, it has a few limitations in terms of dimension accessibility and the distance it can be from a receptacle in order to function. This is such an early experiment with dimensional shifting, so I decided to have it triggered remotely with the drinking bird. Instead of operating a door, the bird will trigger a dimensional shift. There's an IDS battery in the machine that will power the dimensions. which in this case is Fluffy Dimension. In addition to Fluffy being embarrassingly adorable, it's also rather useful because everything is 10 times lighter than normal.
Vale, vale, vale.
Though that looks like a regular scale, it is in fact a portable kinetic
Chaval,
mass
antes
to
de que tú me lo dijeras
electricity
ya lo había puesto.
converter.
Primo.
There's that lovely bird again. Sometimes
Desmond.
I call him Desmond. Something to note. Since you're holding a version of the IDS device, you, in fact, are not the you in an alternate dimension. Let me try that again. You remain constant, so no matter the dimension, your mass, shape, speed, and trying personality remain the same.
Mago, Ping.
You should throw that IDS battery into the receptacle mounted on the wall. That receptacle will distribute the power source around the room, allowing you to now use your IDS device to switch dimensions at your leisure.
Vale, he activado uno, pero me faltan 3. ¿Dónde hay más, compañero? Ah, vale.
As I mentioned, dimensional rifts in the manor are magnified by the stabilizing energy from the IDS receptacle and batteries.
Un poco simplón el juego, pero mola, está chulo.
This is what enables you to slip between dimensions when you're wearing the IDS glove.
Pocos malabares.
Ah, that's Dolly. Dynamic Object Linear Ligation Interface. To you, a cloning device. I like my house just so. So I decided to add functionality to her to keep everything consistent.
¡Hijo de puta! ¡Lol!
I'll need to tune that later.
Me ha tirado la caja fuerte el cabrón. Oye. Aquí.
These are my own particular hybrid beams of carbon dioxide and neodymium doped yttrium aluminum garnet lasers
sí.
using an alternating ray configuration. Gives them an extra kick.
¿Puedo lanzar la caja? ¿Puedo coger desde aquí? Hostia. Ok. Uy. No quiero que me escupas, por favor, gracias. Hola. Mira. Ah, rompe el de antes, me sale otro. Ven, aquí. Vale, vale. Lo roto. Con el derecho lo lanzo. Tírame una mierda esta. Escupe, escupe. Ah, qué cabrón. Hola, escupe. Míralo. ¡Ahora! Yeah. Vámonos.
Unfortunately, the breaking of this glass is a necessary evil. Don't take that as permission to do it elsewhere.
Ok.
Ah, just letting you know that you reset the glass. Thank you.
Ok. Vale. Yeah. ¿Y eso? Hola, ¿qué eres? Sí, eso. Ah, vale. No, no sé. Hola, señor. ¿Qué te pasa? ¿Por qué gritas? Puto feo. Está cerrado. Ah, mira, puedo darme un sofá.
Oh,
Hola,
that
chico.
creature there is an interdimensional kinetic entity, or Ike.
Se ha ido. ¿Cómo coño se supone que tengo que pasar yo aquí? Ah, vale. Em, Ah. Yeah. I'm a genius, bro. En fin. Bueno, lo vamos a ir dejando por aquí, yo creo, ¿eh? Porque...
Stop for a minute and take a look at the painting.
Hola.
The machine I referred to as Dolly started out as a simple metal forge that had been in the family since medieval times. The original quadrangle suit of armor was actually constructed in this very forge.
Muy bien. Vale, lo vamos a ir dejando por aquí. La verdad que es un juego que, bueno, no tiene nada del otro mundo. Es un poco Portal, ¿no? Esto es en plan, tienes un poder, tienes que ir haciendo puzzles para ir pasando de habitación a habitación. No está mal, es entretenido. Para jugar un ratico, está muy bien. Pero vamos, no me apasiona demasiado. Pero bueno, ya te digo que está bien, no está mal. No es de las mierdas más grandes que he jugado, por así decirlo. Pero bueno, nada más. Como siempre, si os ha gustado, dadle un like, compartid y suscribíos, que es gratis. Así que nada, nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. ¡Hasta luego!